Etra-chan saw it. My name is Katsura. I work as an employee right now in a regular company. I had a family of 4 with an older sister and lovely parents. My mother was kind of a natural and little ditzy. She didn't mind the details too much at all.
I was going to get on the 10 o'clock bus, but I guess I'll just get on the next bus instead.
She was normally quiet and calm, but incredibly kind.
Crap, I completely forgot to buy the stuff that you asked me to buy on the way home.
Oh, really? Don't worry about it, dear. It's not a big deal.
She almost never actually got angry at anything at all. On the other hand, maybe it was my grandfather, but my father was an incredibly certifiable hard-ass. He's always been working in the city offices for a long time. He never smoked, he never drank, and the only thing that you might be able to refer to as a hobby for him was just reading a very difficult-looking history novel a few minutes before he goes to bed. When my sister and I were still young, my father would be,
Etra Power Miracle Charge!
today, during the Senate hearings.
Dad, I was in the middle of watching the anime!
You need to quietly watch the news today. It's a good time for you to absorb everything. The exchange rate for today is...
Okay. The day's off too.
Katsura, have you studied already?
Hey, Dad.
I don't want to say don't play at all, but you know that studying on your days off like this is going to really put you ahead of everyone else going forward, right? If you want to really think about your future, then you should try to study now so that you can have more options down the line. Do you understand me? As you could tell, he was slightly a little too hard-assed as a father. Even my older sister.
What is it, sis?
Frickin' Dad, that's what it is. He says don't buy the new frickin' game. I mean, you had Mom buy you a different game the other day on your birthday, right? I'm trying to buy it with money that I saved up. So what the hell is he complaining about? I mean, it's my allowance, so...
Yes, but you got a new game just the other day, right?
That frickin' stubborn, hard-headed, good-for-nothing dad.
Well, she liked to complain a lot about him, obviously. And as for my older sister and how she acted, well, she definitely inherited the hard-ass genes from my father.
So we have to make sure to plan.
But she also inherited my mother's easygoing attitude.
I'm tired, so I'm gonna take off today.
Before we knew it, she'd grown up to be a very mature and responsible adult. I'm definitely proud of her for what she's become.
Oh my, look at this. Welcome, come on in.
And now, it seems that my older sister Azumi brought home her fiance to our parents' house. I'll be honest, even I was pretty shocked when I found out she had gotten engaged to someone. The same sis I know has a freaking boyfriend?
Romance is just a huge waste of money and time, you understand? You need to calm down, find a good job, and seek stability in your life.
She preached stuff like that, and she's got a freaking boyfriend?
Hey, Katsura, you're being incredibly rude in your head right now, aren't you?
No, not at all, sis. Kuroki-kun, was it? What is it that you do for work? Sir, I work in the same company as Azumi-san. I'm at Tokusa Traders, Inc.
He's older than me and has been working there for longer. He's in a supervisor position, so he makes more than I do.
Azumi-san is a very mature and responsible woman. She helps me out quite a bit, especially when it comes to work. And not only that, but she's got quite the kind attitude about her. And that actually is what drew me to ask her out, initially.
Hey, Kuroki, you don't have to say all of that.
But I need to explain this to make sure I make my intentions clear.
Oh my.
It sounds like you've got a solid set of morals, Kuroki-kun. Would you mind talking to me a little more and telling me more? As you may have noticed, I'm quite a stickler for rules and order. Azumi-san hasn't told me much about you at all.
Hey!
As I understand, you're going to be eating dinner with us, correct? The day is still young. How about we take our time and get to know each other, Yes, sir. He wasn't as uptight as my father, but he seemed very solid. If anything, he seemed even more mature than my older sister somehow. Because he wasn't as uptight as my father, he could easily get along with those around him. He just seemed like an all-around genuine young man. I'm sure he probably gets along well with my sister.
I'm so sorry, Kuroki.
It's totally fine. Afterwards, we talked some more and had some food, but we didn't have any kind of arguments or disagreements. It seemed that there would be no issues at all with the marriage. The day that our family was set to meet his family,
I'm Kuroki's mother. It's a pleasure to see you all today.
I'm Azami's father.
And I am her mother. Thank you so much for having us over today.
Well, howdy, guys. I'm Kuroki's father, and... Huh? I freaking knew it! Hey, man, it's you, right, Hiragi? We were in Etra Middle. I don't remember exactly what grade, but we were totally in the same class, remember?
Huh? Oh, wait a second. Are you Akamatsu-kun by chance?
Huh? You know him?
Oh, man, well, hey, let me introduce myself. I'm Kuroki's father and Hiraki's old classmate, Akamatsu.
Thinking back now, this is the point in which everything started to kind of spiral out of control.
Well, what a coincidence.
A few days later, Mom, I went ahead and bought the stuff that you said you wanted.
Oh my, thank you.
Where's Dad? It's rare of him to not be home on his day off.
Well, actually...
Huh? Dad's going to watch a professional wrestling match? Kuroki's father, Akamatsu-san, was apparently in the same class as my dad when they were in middle school. It wasn't like they got along super well at the time or anything, but because they had been reunited for the first time in a while, they were really hitting it off and... Oh yeah! I totally remember that!
Yeah, Daddy said.
What a coincidence, though, huh?
Yeah, you can say that again, miss. I can't believe that you're Azumi-san's father, Hiragi. Talk about a small world, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
I probably never would have run into you if something like this didn't happen. You were always freaking busy and in the middle of something, so you never came to any of the reunions. Hey, Hiragi, I'll invite you out sometime, so let's go grab something to eat sometime.
Huh?
You know, man, at this age, there are a lot of guys that you just can't get in touch with anymore, and it's tough to link up.
I mean, yes, I guess that's just the flow of time. We're getting up there in age.
That's right. You know, going out to hang out or drink, even going out to grab a bite to eat is kind of tough. So yeah, let's just have our fun, huh? We can just chill and not worry about the fact that we're going to be relatives now. Let's just be friends, like old times. All right?
Friends, huh? If you really do reach out to me, I'll hang out with you for a little bit. But I'm quite the mundane man. I may not be good enough to hang out with you. The following day, after the meeting,
I'm glad that their family and Kuroki both seem like great people. Akamatsu seemed pretty happy to hear about them getting married, too.
yeah, I guess so. Akamatsu? Hello?
Yo, Hiragi! You free right now? Let's go grab some dinner tonight, bro.
Huh? You were serious about that?
You bet your butt I was serious. And my wife isn't around today, so I've got time on my hands, you know? What do you say?
Hey, honey. About dinner tonight. Akamatsu-san apparently really did invite my father to go out and have some food with him.
Come on, let's start off with some drinks, huh? Drink up!
No, Akamatsu, I don't really drink.
Dude, you're seriously missing out, and you always have. You didn't do any kind of extracurriculars, and you always went straight back to your house. Your life has to be the most boring thing on the planet. Let me guess. You don't really have any hobbies to speak of at all, do you? Come on, just a single glass won't kill you. You realize that your daughter's about to get married and leave your house, right? How are you going to spend the rest of your life without finding some fun in it, huh?
I guess you make a good point.
Whoa there!
Whew, that's not too bad. I guess I haven't drank since I started working here.
Right, dude? Come on, man, drink up already! Drink!
My father, who had drank for the first time in literal decades, became drinking buddies with Akamatsu-san right then and there. He especially didn't have any friends that he hung out with at this age, so
Let's go to karaoke, man!
he just started to hang out more and more when Akamatsu-san invited him out. I'm gonna go out real quick. And that wasn't necessarily a bad thing or anything. My sister, mother, and I all thought that it was fine. If my father had more fun in his life, then that was all fine and dandy. You know, karaoke nowadays is so incredible.
Oh, really?
However,
I found a really nice fried chicken store, bro.
Hello? What is it, hon?
I'm gonna go out and grab some drinks tonight.
Huh? Tonight too? Is it with Akamatsu again? You say tonight, but it's more rare for you to not go out and drink recently. Even on weekends, you're going out and hanging out with Akamatsu all the time. I don't think that's bad in and of itself, but...
I mean, I'll try my best to not get home late, okay?
Hello? Honey, hello?
My father's living habits had clearly started to change. He never smoked or drank, and before we knew it, he was out more than half the week with Akamatsu-san, going out for drinks.
Cheers!
They would day drink while watching professional wrestling, or go out to the slot machines together, and one day, he started to smell like cigarette smoke as well. He used to be a pretty straight-edge guy, but he was completely influenced by Akamatsu-san's wild boy vibes. And eventually,
Hey, you need to stop! You better not do that! I'm not gonna let you do that! It's freaking embarrassing!
it's your once-in-a-lifetime event, though! What are we supposed to do if we don't make a nice little ruckus, huh?
Oh my god, like I said, no one wants a ruckus and it's not going to make anyone happy!
Whoa, hey, you two, what's going on over here?
Mom, Dad was telling me about the reception. He was saying that he wanted to have a little game in front of the reception. He was going to have a pretend match with Kuroki's dad. I told him no, but he won't listen to me.
Huh?
Like I said, first we just have you and Kuroki-kun have the proposal reenactment, right? Then we'll fight for the glory of the victory belt as the fathers-in-law. What do you think, Azami?
I already know how I feel. I feel anger, and that's all I feel.
Alright, I'm gonna go meet up with Akamatsu to talk to him. So bye!
Hey!
Azami, I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. It's my fault. I couldn't stop my dad, so...
Don't be like that, seriously. You've done absolutely nothing wrong at all, Kuroki.
Afterwards, Kuroki-san fell into a light depression. Apparently, his straight-edged personality came from the fact that he didn't want to be like his father, and how he didn't care about anything. He felt like he was directly responsible for the events this time around.
I can't believe it. I didn't expect any of this to turn out like this.
Me neither. I don't even know what to do anymore.
I feel really bad for their Kuroki and his mother, too.
What is it?
Well, I just thought about it for a little bit. A few days later... What's going on, you two?
Not what's going on. Today is the day that you pay for what you've done.
Grandma's waiting for you in the living room. Grandma? Huh? Mom is here? Mom?
Hideki, sit down. Sit down. Sit down!
Yes, ma'am. We called our grandma to come over because she was our father's mom. Our grandmother was a very strict and ordered woman who used to be a teacher. Even now, she's being called out to speak at events because of how strict she is. The reason our father grew up into such a hard ass was mostly because of this grandmother. My father's still terrified of her, it seemed.
I've heard the details from the three of them. Hideki, you've always studied hard and never wandered off the straight and narrow path. You have never really done anything wrong. I was the one that taught you that, and that's how you've grown up, so I don't blame you for being that way. I need to apologize to you for that as well.
Huh?
You need to be able to blow off steam in your life, too. I think I should have given you more time as a child to have fun and not be studying.
Mom?
Are you having fun now? Are you having fun going out and just really letting off steam after you become a grown adult with a family? Tell me if you're having fun.
Well, I guess.
You complete and utter buffoon! I could understand if you were a child and you wanted to mess around. You're a grown-ass adult! You're a father! You completely destroyed your daughter's happiness and you're having fun? Do not think that you're just allowed to have fun at the cost of everyone else! I'm going to stay here starting today, and I'm going to teach you what's what from the very beginning. You got me?
What? Starting the following day, there would be some Spartan treatment to bring my father back to the light and return him to who he was before he met Akamatsu-san. The contents of his wallet were completely monitored and placed under strict management of his mother to make sure that he doesn't go out with Akamatsu-san or go drink. He was also obligated to make sure to report his schedule back to her the second he heard about anything coming up.
I'm going to be having a conference on Tuesday, and I'll be a little late coming home. Next week, I'll be having a business trip in.
However, it wasn't like he was being forbidden from letting off steam.
Hey, honey, would you like to go watch a movie tomorrow with me?
Mom? Yeah, that sounds wonderful. How about we grab some lunch while we're out as well? My dad and mom also started spending more time together and cherishing their moments as a couple. The more time went on, the sooner my dad returned to the normal dad that we knew before Akamatsu-san poisoned him. Well, actually, he seemed a little bit more friendly. We had a new, friendlier dad now.
I'm so sorry. It's completely my fault that your father turned into that monster when he hung out with Akamatsu. I think I was a little too strict on him because I wanted him to not struggle in the future. The small little thing that made him get a taste of what it meant to just let off some steam made everything just come bursting out.
No, it's really okay, Grandma. It was just bad timing is all. And besides, thanks to you raising your dad for us, I was raised by a dad to be a good, responsible adult, too.
Azumi.
Meanwhile, their house seemed to be a huge mess.
How dare you chase your own damn son into depression? I've been holding it in this whole time, but I'm over it. I'm tired of dealing with you. Sign these divorce papers now.
But you're kidding me, right? I just thought that it would be nice to have fun!
Dad, I've been saying this time and time again. Your fun is only you having fun. That's why your old classmates and friends all don't bother coming out with you either now, right? A little while after that, today's my sister's wedding. The day we've all been waiting for.
Thank you so much, Katsura.
Oh, please. I wasn't able to do anything at all. I think it's all thanks to Grandma, actually.
Yeah, Mom was pretty weakened back then, too. She said that she didn't even think about Grandma because she was so exhausted with dealing with him. It's thanks to you coming up with the idea. You helped us all.
I see. It's not easy to learn how to have fun in a healthy way. When, with who, doing what? A lot can be influenced in that way. Life can completely shift depending on your decision as well. Akamatsu-san was apparently drawn back out to his countryside home with his parents after the divorce. The relatives over there are very strict and don't give him any time to rest or relax at all. He's got no one around him to call his friend, and he's basically just working day in and day out.
Hurry up, boy!
Congratulations, sis! Congratulations! I wonder if my sister and I will become good parents in the future. I'm a little bit worried, but I hope that my older sister has a lovely family.
ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。その子の将来のためを思っての教育だったのかもしれませんが、人間玉の息抜きは必要なものですからね。何より昔から遊びだとかをさせてもらえなかったのであれば、羽目の外し方がわからなかったのも無理ないですね。何にせよ楽しいことはいいかもしれませんが、果たして自分の楽しいはその人にとっても楽しいなのか、周りに迷惑をかけていないかというのが大事です。皆さんはどう感じましたか？コメント欄に書いていただけると嬉しいです。また少しでもいい方向に向かってよかったと思った方、チャンネル登録と高評価をお願いいたします。